Alright, good evening. So today we move on to the next question or next function or next example on sketching of graphs. Okay, there's another question here whereby your y is 1 minus 3 sine 2x and your x is in the domain of 0 to 360. Yeah? Okay, so how are we going to sketch this? Alright, so let's say you're given a question like this and you're kind of confused. Okay, now what you can actually do is you rewrite the question. You actually bring the function forward. This will be easier because usually we start off with a function. Okay, so we just rewrite it like this. So meaning now, this is my amplitude. Okay, this is my cycle. And this is how much my graph is going to be shifted. Okay, all right, so we will start off with this. Okay, now this graph has got, if you notice, the amplitude has a negative symbol, negative. Okay, what does negative means? Negative means the graph is actually sort of inversed. A normal sine, you've seen how a sine will look like. This is how a sine will look like, right? So when we're talking about a negative means the graph is actually inversed. So that means will actually come here. This part actually moves up. So that means your graph is from here. Okay, it goes up this way. So it starts here and then it goes below. And then it moves up. So that's how the graph will look like. A basic negative graph. Okay, so meaning instead of that, the graph is actually this way. Okay, so 0, 180, this is 360. Okay, now because the graph is 3, amplitude means 3, negative 3. Okay, so this is how this part of the graph will look like. But our cycle is 2. Okay, so when the cycle is 2 means in this 0 to 360 in this domain, we actually have 2 cycles. Okay, so it means, okay, we'll just alter this. So what you'll actually is 1, okay, okay, you'll get something like this. Okay, so that means this is 180 and this is 360 degrees. Okay, so that's how the graph will look like, 2 cycles, and it's actually inverted. Okay, so now when you're going to plus 1 means the entire graph is going to be shifted up. Okay, 1 unit. Yeah. Okay, so that means now this is going to move up 1 unit. This is going to move up 1 unit. Every point moves up 1 unit. Okay, so originally it's at 0. It goes up 1 unit means it starts at 1. So here. Okay. So basically that's how the graph is. So it starts here. Okay, so this is 1. Okay, so originally it is negative 3. So it goes up. So this is a negative 2. 3 moves up 1 unit. So this becomes 4. Okay, so that's how the graph looks like. Now let's say you want to put in your intercepts. You can actually do that. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 intercepts. Okay, here this one is 360. Okay, that's 360. So I need 1 2, 3, and 4. Okay, is that 0? Okay, so what we can actually do is, as usual, this is your x-intercept. I will let my y be 0, so negative 3. So I'm using this, 2x plus 1 is 0. So negative 3 sine 2x is negative 1. Sine 2x is 1 over 3. Okay, so 1 over 3 positive means I have it in the sine positive is in the second quadrant, and we do one more round because it's actually 2 cycles. Okay, so to find 2x, my first value will be sine of shift sine 1/3. I get 19.4. Okay, then it is 180 minus 19.47. So we get 160.53 degrees. Okay, now this is one cycle. Okay, now the second cycle will be at 3. We add 19.47. Okay, so you get about 379.47 degrees. Okay, lastly, 540 we minus over 19.47. So I get 520.53. Okay, 540 minus 19.47. Okay, so if we want x, each angle is divided by 2. So here I'll actually get 260.27. Okay, that's 1. Okay, 19.47 divided by 2. I get 9.74. Okay, this one, 160.53 divided by 2. I get about 80.27. Okay, lastly this one, 379.47 divided by 2. I should get about this, 74 times 2. Okay, alright, so these are my 4 angles that I actually get. So this one here, this angle here, this is this one here, this is 9.47. I'm doing it out because there's no space. Okay, this one will be 80.27. Okay, I've got one more here. This one will become 189.74, and one more angle here. Okay, that will be 260.27. Okay, so usually when we sketch our graphs are normally big, and then we actually fit whatever information that we have into the graph. Okay, so since mine is smaller, so I've actually arrowed the angles out. Okay, please try not to do this. So we draw our graphs to be, we draw big graphs. Okay, all right. So these are some of the examples that I showed you on how to sketch graphs without using a graph paper. Okay, so what is important is, number one is the shape. The shape must be correct. Your amplitude, your number of cycles, and how much the graph is actually shifted from the original value. Okay, thank you.